So hey y'all, on here right now, gonna let you guys know I'm watching the news in the background, so I'm about to pause it. So I wrote one of my friends who I have here, and basically I consider her friend. I know for a fact that she voted for Trump, and I know it's a bunch of other people that voted for Trump. Y'all listen, I told y'all vote for who y'all want to, y'all exercise y'all right, y'all get out and vote. However, here's the statistics that's going on right now. So basically, I wrote it down on my phone, so I'm gonna read it. So the 1965 Act is basically was one of Trump's number one orders that he came out and he did, which allows you to be able to work in a workplace without discrimination. Some of the higher ups that we have are on the level of the government that basically they have people like us that look like us that are working there and government programs and all that. Well, Trump is putting a halt to that with his plan. I'll get y'all the number in a minute, but it's this executive order that he added. So now this is going to cause problems. Remember when you can't get pulled over and all this other stuff, or you being, a black man or, a black woman and all this stuff. And now you have these people that have like all these other, things in Walmart, and they have these things in Target and all of these DEI things that are basically there for the people to be able to have in these stores. Some of them are under contract. Some people's contracts are just starting. We're boycotting these stores. Because we're boycotting these stores, this is becoming a big issue, and people are not going to want to listen or do this. So now we have some of these people that are asking us to please support their business, not while you're in the mainstream stores, at least not me. Anyway, so we have to also talk about how January 6th happened and he pardoned like 120 something people. Yeah, we're going to talk about that too. So then you have the Elon Musk, which is pledge his allegiance. Go watch the video. I can't do it because I know how it's going to be on here anyway. And then we have to talk about the no protection. There's no protection for none of us no more. And the closing of these borders that we don't want to talk about, that means you stuck in. Okay? So at the end of the day, we know that Trump has also gotten into a big thing with Colombia, where Colombia has now turned away 2 planes from their undocumented immigrants that they do not want to take back. Guess what? We're talking about the undocumented immigrants, but what about the Ukrainians that are here? What about the people that are here that seek refuge? We're not going to talk about how they get put up, but we're worried about the undocumented immigrants who provide a lot in this country. Okay, so we'll go there. So then we'll go ahead and we're going to start talking about the 11 attorney generals that were fired. And I'm sorry, inspector generals. The inspector generals that were fired. Guys, they're the ones that say, okay, this is over the top. This keeps the peace. This is what we need to do. We don't agree. Let's investigate. Let's do this. He doesn't want anybody investigating his affairs. Trump made over $7.6 billion more. There's more, but 7.6 billion that we can count before they shut down the books from foreign affairs. He is a felon and he's sitting there at the top, and we're not concerned about that. I'm not telling y'all Kamala was the best choice, because to be honest with you, I really don't feel like that. And I don't feel it because she's a black woman that she should have been up there or whatever they want to say. I feel like transparency and truth. Let me tell you something. I voted for the general. He was a black general. Yes, I did. I voted for the general, not because he was black, because of his policies and what he was talking about doing, and how he was telling everybody that we're going to have to start from scratch, start over, start taking away some of these groupings that they have together in this federal government places and sitting there at the top. And we need to bring independence up because we don't have an independent program. So we need to start talking about that too. So then we need to talk about how I want to just I wrote a list of it, how basically we're going to go to a dictatorship instead of democracy. So now ICE is going to go inside our schools. Now they're going to go inside your churches, in your house, and all this stuff is going on. Listen, when I come on here, usually I joke with y'all, I talk about it or whatever. TikTok is the only platform that we're getting information out. So that's my biggest things. Now, one of the things that I do want to tell y'all is y'all got to be looking out for all of this, what I'm telling you. Why was the inauguration done? It says 1937 is it used to be done on a Monday. They stopped it and it's done on Martin King Day. My biggest thing is there was no reference to Martin King. You knew you was finna make this order, this executive order. As a matter of fact, pause. Let me tell you the executive order. So look at this, guys. Trump's executive orders reverse Biden's policies and attack the deep state. You guys need to really follow these orders that he's doing in the Oval Office. Also, Trump's executive order rolling back DEI and accessibility efforts explained. Guys, these are some of his old policies. This is what he's doing now. At the stroke of a pen, he can make your whole life change. Trump expects to sign executive orders to reshaping the military. Basically, guys, anybody that he has done with the military, if you're a transgender in the military, you're not going to be there. If you're a homosexual in the military, you're not going to be there. It's anybody in power. If you're black in the military, woe to you. It is a bunch of things that he's going to do that they were trying to tell you about Project 2025. I specifically remember Keenan going up there and doing a Saturday Night Live skit explaining to you guys everything that was going to go on, and no one listened. Listen, when a dictatorship happens, when your loved ones start getting deported, when people you know that are best friends start calling you because of certain issues, don't sit there and act like it's not happening. We need to have these hard conversations, guys, because we are living in a day and a time where democracy is really under attack. The order that he is talking about is the Lyndon B. Johnson's executive order of 11246. If y'all see here, this is what equal employment orders are about. The DEIs and accessibility of rolling back certain orders affect all of the people who are minorities and everything. Whenever you guys are thinking about it, I hear my kids in the background. I would love to hear them laugh. However, you guys have now put a lot of this in jeopardy. For all of our black men who voted for them, and our black women too, because just because you're not on the ballot, some of y'all voted for them. That was extremely disheartening because there were so many other people on the ballots that you could have voted for. Colin Powell was an American statesman, diplomat, and Army officer. You guys look. Who was the 65th United States Secretary of the State from 2001 to 2005. This is who we voted for. This is some more of what he did that you can read about. This is some more of what he had that you can read about. Screenshot it if you need to. This is also a lot of what he did and for the African American community. When you guys read, there was other options on that ballot. You just chose to see what you wanted to see. And at the end of the day, regardless if it was going to win or not, I voted for what my beliefs aligned with. And it was not this. So with that being said, all of y'all that are sitting here and we're in this disarray and we're crying and we're frustrated, you got to pull up your big panties, baby, and just get to work. Because at the end of the day, this is somebody that chose Trump. These are the people that did this for a little bit of money. You sold out your entire family, or because you didn't want to be close to black people, you decided to do your executive orders as a certain way for this man. Y'all got to understand, when y'all vote for other people. Y'all don't just vote for yourselves. And that's the problem. When it comes down to stuff like this, we're talking about being united. That means Latinos, brothers and sisters, you guys, if you're on a darker pigment, you need to be voting for what is right for everyone in the community. Not trying to be, you will never be, and I'm explaining this to my black fellow Americans as well. You will never be white. You will never be accepted. There will always be a division. This is how it goes. And I'm being honest. I am a 100% a wholehearted Christian. But I will tell you, I do notice the difference when you step inside of certain churches that don't want you there, or certain places that don't want you to be there. Listen, outside, we're supposed to be united. We're not supposed to see color. Is that right? As Christians, we're supposed to be brothers and united and all of this in the front. But when it comes down to this type of stuff, we get divided over. Y'all listen to me. This stuff right here, y'all better pray. And y'all better pray for the day that it's coming. Because I am telling you, it is not going to be nice. I've had dreams about it. I'm just not going to come on here and tell you my dreams like other people have. Because honestly, it's not going to do any good for us to tell what's going on. And frankly, I feel like in America, we talk so much about nonsense that we need to be focused on real issues. And we let too many people know. So at the end of the day, just trust me. I'm having dreams as well as you guys have been having dreams. So all of my fellow people out there who are Christians and believers, pray. Pray for your family, pray for your friends, because it's going to come a day where everything is going to be snatched and torn, and the Bible speaks about this. Everybody talks about Revelations. We can go all the way back to the prophet Isaiah and start talking about the things that are in there. Y'all need to get it right. Y'all need to get it together. And at the end of the day, I'm posting this because this is important for us to know. Instead of us bickering and fighting, this is stuff that we need to get out there and put on the platform. And y'all, fight for a better day for your children, not just for you, for your kids, because there's coming a day where the rich are going to get richer and the poor are going to be poor. And those in the middle class, you're going to have to pick a side real fast, baby, because at the end of the day, you are not going to be middle class. There's going to be nothing anymore. And this is what we voted for. As the United States, we voted for this. Regardless of who you put on your ballot, we voted for this. This is our president. It's time to get whipped into shape. Katie family out.